tune of Chased In by Stephen Marley.
1, 2, 3, 4.
With the world using civil disobedience. The psalm of life is how we like to live. Woo! Chase him through the nature. Guys, you gotta sing too. Chase him. Or not, that's cool too. So, we are Uncle Kurt's Cabin. Reggae band. Pretty awesome. Okay. So, I'm doing the interview. Alright, so, Harriet. There's been a lot of rumors recently that you've recently fallen in love with frontman Henry David Thoreau, aka Kurt Eiffel. How do you respond?
Well, it's kind of awkward right now, but I've fallen madly in love with Kurt. I first saw him across the street, and I chased him, and
yeah, sounds creepy.
And so I told him we should, make a band because he played bass and I could play something. So I mean, I had to learn something.
Okay.
I mean, it was Kurt Eiffel, and I had to. So I chased him across the street, and I chased him down. And so we decided to play off of my audience from Uncle Tom's Cabin, obviously, so we could have an audience to start with, so someone would actually come see us. So then, we got the band started, and we found Daniel and Davis, so yeah.
You mean Henry
yes,
Longfellow and Ralph Waldo Emerson?
Yeah.
I don't know who these Daniel Davis people are. How did you, what's the journey of your life and how you got into the band and all that?
Well, I was born into a literate family, and they all loved writing, so, I had to start writing, obviously. They didn't know what Kurt Eiffel was like, so. Then, so at 5, my mother died, and my older sister, Catherine, became like my mentor in life.
Mm-hmm.
And she gave me a job at her school. She started a school. She's literate, and she's cool like that. And
does stuff like that.
And so, yeah, and then So I wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin, and then most people think, you know, I just kept writing novels after that, but really, I found Kurt Fall. And my life just went from there.
So this is Henry Longfellow right here, and we'll get to you in a bit. They've got a lot for you. So how has frontman Kurt Fall affected your life?
Well, I was originally a writer, you know, I wrote a lot of poems, and I thought I was like the best at everything. And then I met this man right here, and he turned my life around. I'm not so cocky anymore. He beat me at a game of dice, and that's how I got tricked into joining his band, which I'm now glad had happened because he's just so amazing.
Well, that's cool. And so how did you get into writing and into music and all that?
Well, from a very young age, I was around a lot of music. Not really so much my family, but a lot of my friends were really into music, and that's really where I got into it. You know, I just started writing the lyrics, and I just enjoyed it from there.
Where'd you get into writing poems?
I got into that from the music. It's like lyrical poems. So
Got it.
It's the same thing.
Okay, and then the main man, Kurt Fall. So, Kurt, you changed all these people's lives and brought them all together from so many different walks, and you just have done a lot for a lot of people. How do you feel about that?
Feels pretty good.
So you went from writing like Walden and Civil Disobedience, right? From those stories to becoming now like a world famous musician. But how was the writing? How'd you get into writing books and stuff?
Well, I spent a lot of time alone, so I went into the woods for about 2 years by myself doing nothing. And then I realized that was kind of boring.
How to play bass?
Yeah. I realized there was more to life than just writing in a journal by myself. So I made this band.
Have a look back?
Yeah.
So this is a backstage pass. It says mystery prize. I probably shouldn't have said that because it says mystery prize, but I didn't know it said that. So, and then wait, where's the?
I got it. It's
I don't know. Maybe we should make them play games.
Well, I don't know. We can do some things where y'all can have an autographed picture of frontman.
What?
Oh!
Just sit without jumping.
Huh?
What?
What? Anyway, sorry.
How about whoever has the best dance moves
Oh.
gets the picture of Curdy.
Or
Let's have
just
some auditions,
most
right?
enthusiasm. Just raise your hands. Okay, or not. That's cool. Here, Michael, you get it. You get this. Enthusiastic. I'm stuck. That is not working out. Okay. So this world tour that we're coming on, we're going to all the places that really meant like a lot to us in our lives, right? So, how does it feel to be going back to all these old places that were so great to you to do this world tour? And you can answer one at a time.
Well, I'll start. Well, my place is Kentucky because that's where Uncle Tom's Cabin was placed. You know, I obviously wrote about that, but I didn't really visit there a lot, and so we went there, and I really got to see the modern day, you know, Kentucky, and it's nothing like what I wrote about anymore. You know, it's normal. You know, people everywhere, black and white. So yeah.
For me, it's pretty much the same because I spent my whole life in Concord, living with Emerson or with my family, and it's pretty much the same thing.
Well, I feel, you know, going back, it brings back a lot of memories to me. A lot of places in Massachusetts, just real deep, and it hit me real deep, and you know, it feels good to go back after all this.
We all spent a lot of time in Massachusetts. A lot of our time did transcendentalist writers. So yeah, it felt really cool to go back and to see the people that were so used to reading our literature and what we've written on essays and poems and stuff like that, and to see a completely different side of us, to see us open up and play music.